What's the decision making around the COMEX candle? For you mean from a smart money concept, or from like how we operate around it? Usually it's a bit of a flush. Or what I do around it. Every day is going to be different. But usually it's when volume comes in, and that's when a buy to sell or sell to buy move will come in.
I think it's looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good
to the
now.
upside.
On the Pepperstone, this wick is way higher. Way higher. This wick is like up here. Yes, that's looking good now. Cool, this is the push now. So we need something to close above COMEX candle. This is the first minute of the new 30-minute candle. 15-minute candle closed nice and bullish. Filled the wick. At this point, actually, I'm going to secure some. I'm just going to secure just a little bit. Yeah, like 40% like secured. Oh, what? I got slipped on the way down. Anyway. Now we're going to do the retest of this candle. You know what I've found the last couple of days? It was actually very clear where the manipulation was, and the manipulation came after seeing like a HCS setup from below, and then hoping, like, just the eyes, that's the brain, looking for every reason why it's going to continue going up, and actually missing the HCS setup to the downside. And then the downside, there was just like steady moves to the downside. You noticed that as well?
Yeah, I mean you have to look at the higher time frame HCS also. Is there any possibility higher time frame HCS from upside? Like right now, if this hourly candle is closing bearish, then we are more creating a HCS setup from upside.
Yeah. Yeah, I see this a lot. That new 30-minute candle gives you this deep retest. So I think this is now where we can potentially get that long. We just need to be careful here.
Hit the 50 on the hour.
It did indeed.
Took a little short off that.
Oh, did you? Sneaky.
I did say to you before that the 50 and 200's there on the 1 hour.
Did you?
For me,
today?
I said it earlier. The 50 and the 200 are right on top of each other there. You can't even tell which one's which.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're like on top of each other.
And so many people use them that there are often reactions.
See, for me, I need a break and a retest of the 50 or 200 to continue up.
Okay. So you're looking for buys maybe above 2005 over here.
Yeah. See, I'd want a, a retest of the 50 to bounce off it.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see this come down a little bit more. Because now that we've taken the London volume, to me it tells me we're going up. But I'd like to see it push down a bit for NY to get a better price and then push up. And because we've got lots of little areas of interest. 2002, 2001.7, even this little order block. Sorry, yeah, you call that order block, won't you? Pushed up from this candle, left of the imbalance. So even like around 2000 again. Then we've got London load 1998.4, and then the doji low from second hour of Euro Open, Frankfurt Open, 1998. Needless to say, I've closed this one. The second the runner got broke even. I closed some. I thought I was closing up here, but I actually got 2004.9. So what I was closing at 18 pips in profit, I actually came back down 6 pips. By the time I closed it, 40%, and then runner got stopped out.
Price is not able to close above that comic candle high.
Yeah, I think we got. I still think it's good for longs, but I'd like to see another setup. Okay, liquidity candle to the downside, imbalance candle. So now we're just going to see where this low is going to be formed.
Uh, 1 minute from the HCS.
One minute.
Yeah, on the left side.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This and this. Did you take that?
Yeah. But I need a nice closing. If it's not closing nicely, I have to close the position.
Yeah. This is because the last couple of New York sessions, it's sort of given a bullish HCS and then it's dropped. Let's see if it does the opposite today. Where's your target, Eddie?
Well, I'm thinking London 50, but I reckon I might flush it. We've got that 30-minute.
I close my
there.
position now.
Yeah, I've seen this has happened the last couple of times.
But in, you know, like in Akshay's video, like he says, we take the high and then we look for the opposite reaction. You know what I mean? Take the short or take the long. We take the low and we go long. We take the top and we go take the short.
Yep.
So that's, I don't know, but like I've got the 200 and the 50. You know what I mean? That's a 50 on the 4 hour. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah, you get reactions from these areas, and now what it is just about adding your market structure, and then seeing which one you feel is going to have more potential. So, you know, the last few days have been down. So, and then the previous 2 sessions, Asian and London, have been bullish. So we've got higher time frame. Trend is down for the last few days, but the last couple of sessions have been showing bullish price action. So you've got buyers and sellers in the market right now. So we're not seeing steady moves. So we just need to, either way, there's no right or wrong direction. In gold, there's that double-sided volatility. We can both win. It's more about whose timing is correct for their bias.
Oh yeah. I've been in and out of gold 100 times so.
Literally. All right, come on. Let's just give us something easy, And that's the thing. I even said that so many times. This little move, I was up. I gave it a bit of a stop loss, like underneath here, but down here. So I was only basically just over 1-to-1, and I should have just taken it. I don't want to be that kind of just take 1-to-1 all the time. But this last week and 2 days, no, wait, 1 week exactly, since last Tuesday, I think I've had 7 trades over 1-to-1, some up 2-to-1, some a little bit more, and they've all come back to be break even. If that was all just if I was just taking it 1-to-1, 7 trades in a row, 1-to-1, that'd be awesome. Can't complain with that, even if it's like 0.5% risk. 3.5%. I go for those bigger ones. Yeah, it can affect execution. But I find if you do nothing as well, you just watch, then I think, you become... We're trying to work out what the first move is for New York, but then after they've made 3 or 4 moves, and we haven't really got emotionally fatigued from it because we weren't emotionally invested into it, but just watching what their moves are. Like yesterday, I was looking for some longs, but it was just a sell. And then when it finally got down to here, that was an easy one then. Surely. How much further can it go after it's already dropped 250 pips and we're hitting a previous New York low? It's due for a pullback. So if I was emotionally invested and tied up, trying to capture all these little moves and being part of it and wasting all my bullets, time it got down to the clear one, usually not looking at the screen. So it's nice when you get the first move correct straight off the bat, because it's an easy day then. But it means we shouldn't rush our trades either. Let me get rid of these things because they're clogging up the vision a little bit. We know what we're looking for. Oh, what do I do? Keep those eyes there. Keep the snake there as well. Just move them across. Okay, if we are closing below this wick, we're going to need something lower time frame strong, closing bullish before we can retest this wick. Otherwise, we've got more clean range to go down. So maybe Eddie's 50% London. Is it the same on this? Is your chart the same number? 2001? Was that
it's
different?
it's same.
Okay.
201.88.
Okay.
Similar.
So we're going to come to the end of a 4-hour candle soon. 15 minutes. We've got the 4-hour candle closing. So a little bit of a doji candle. Can we take out 98 and then push up? Or we're going to close bullish. We need to see 30-minute, 1 hour, even 15-minute is all closing as a liquidity candle to the downside. Even 5-minute has got it there already. Easy plays will be that if this is the manipulation and now we're closing above that, then that's the easy one, isn't it, actually?
Yeah.
So easy buys now if we're above 2005. Because then the pullback is done. 3-minute doji, 3-minute liquidity candle. Can I enter? Can I give it another go right here? And see if the last 15 minutes can push up. I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, we already from HCS here.
Yeah.
This HCS.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna enter right here.
Yeah, 12 pips stop loss.
Yep.
Yeah, on 1 minute we also broke that FU candle, so a lot of makes sense to push to the upside.
Uh-oh.
This FU. So any kind of attempted FU, and we can again start pushing to the upside.
Yeah. Damn, I don't like how it did that straight away. It's okay. Have faith.
Yeah, waiting for the 1 minute closing. If closing bullish, I can enter here.
Mm-hmm. I'm already in.
Yeah, it's still looking good because your stop loss is way below here. So
Yeah, the thing that annoys me is when I enter and then I realize I could have got a much better price. That's the main thing that annoys me. Come on, close bullish. 5, 3, 2, 1.
a nice closing now.
Yeah, this is just a poor candle now. So we want to see this one hold.
Yeah, once it break that high, we are ready to push to the upside. Oh, we immediately broke.
Damn, man. So this is why it's called a FU candle. Looking good. And then it drains you.
Once if this 1 minute candle able to break the previous 1 minute high, then I'm going to enter.
Okay. Hopefully it does it soon, very soon for you.
It's still close bearish.
I think you'll be right, mate. I'm out.
Oh, thanks, mate. I
It's all
reduced it.
yours now.
Okay, thanks for that.
I'm going long now.
Oh man, broke the high again and then went down.
That last 5 minute close bearish FU candle. So
Yeah,
really hard for look for the buys.
yeah. It's gonna need luck now. Not gonna change my bias. Still gonna look for it. If it stops me out, then I'm gonna be looking for to set up again. Give it a second chance. Oh, come on, don't do it.
Oh,
It was only 12 pips, Rob. Yeah, it's gonna take me out. At the moment, my terminal's just holding on by like a pip, like the spread basically. Oh, there we go. No, done. Well, there goes the profit from last time. Well, now it's at the 50% of London. That was a nasty end to that 15-minute candle. Well, actually, it was the first 5 minutes, wasn't it? First 5 minutes. I think the stop loss was too tight. Still think it's okay. I'm not worried because the setup, you need to use a small stop loss, so it doesn't actually cost you too much. You can't use large risk in these ones. But this is the same thing that's happened the other days. We're seeing more bearish liquidity candles, more manipulation being generated from the top side, which precedes then a bigger drop. I'm always hesitant to flip my bias, so I don't want to flip my bias yet. But I need to be present that this is looking more that price is going to the downside than it is going to the upside. It's doing it again. A little bit annoying because it's doing this now. So the pressures to the downside. Almost need to see this break before we can start getting up again. But this is very tempting. Are you in this actually?
No. I'm going to wait for the 35 close now.
Got 6 minutes. That's going to be the 4-hour candle close.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not your 4-hour candle. That's
yeah.
yeah. Yep. This is going down for more. These two candles are telling the story. So there's definitely no bias here. So struggling to break above the COMEX candle. This one here, this red one. Grab more liquidity from above. So buy to sell, buy more to sell.
Now, if you look at the hourly, we are closing like a FU candle,
Yeah.
and we also forming HCS from upside. This HCS.
Yeah. This is the wick. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong wick. Forget I said anything. Yeah, sells are the easier one. See if we can get a reaction here. But the way that these keep on rejecting, I wouldn't count on it holding.
Yeah, triple top here also.
Yeah. Yeah, money, equity's going up.
Did you got the entry yesterday on German 30, German 40?
No. I got an entry at German 40 yesterday on just after lunchtime. Yeah. Oh, from around here.
Oh, okay.
From around here. But it wasn't very good. got it until 15,802 from 15.7. Yeah, it was inside this actually it was inside this candle. So
this was the retest here.
yeah, I got in earlier. Sorry, mine was from here. Oh, here's the trade here. Yeah, still got it on here. So from this wick, hit the wick, the open, closed at 15 pips, risked 15 pips, and it just seems to be what I've been getting for the last week. I've been getting like 1-to-1 moves and then getting stopped out for break even. So this one here, it was just after when I was streaming. We were streaming as it was coming down. Then just after I closed the stream, it triggered, and then took profit, and then luckily I did because it just came back down again. And then I was watching gold, so I missed this move. I wasn't watching German after that. Would have been the nicer move. But yeah, execution, I find since I've been been back, hasn't been very good. The execution's been fine. I'm just my timing hasn't been very good.
Yeah, you just after the daylight saving, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, I think also it's also that when I've been sitting here, it seems to be that the streams have started and the volume dies, and then after being here for a few hours, then I see a setup and I take it, and it will generally be then that it's just lack of volume. There's just no I get a little reaction from an area that I've targeted, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. So more times than not, keeping a tighter stop loss, I am getting that 1-to-1, 2-to-1, but I'm not actually taking it, or taking some close 50%, move stop to break even, then I lose the second half, get stopped out. So it'll come. Just keep following the plan. Yeah, look at this bad boy go. Just damn it, man. I really thought today we're going to see a bullish start to the session, but it's done the exact same thing the last 2 trading days.
I think we should have considered like a hourly HCS going to form if the price rejecting from that area.
Yeah.
Or even taking entry when the candle flip bearish here, because this is a kind of liquidity grab, taken out the highs here.
Yeah, it looked like a liquidity grab now.
Yeah.
Okay, at least it's come down to that zone. Now I'm sort of happy. I'm gonna have a look for a reaction from these guys. Look for a setup in here. But look how many times we've got imbalance candle. 1, triple top, 2, 3. So if you've got these imbalance, you've got manipulation candles and triple top. Only way for this to be selling to get a better price, we're going to need it to be above here now. closing above here, and then this holding.
I mean, this has to be broken first. This SS has to be broken to consider any kind of buys.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's what I mean by this.
it's look like we're just selling.
Yeah.
Based upon hourly, it's look like we are just sell.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. We need this leg to happen and then this to hold before those buys can take place now. So I'm starting to gonna shift my Dixie is bullish. Dixie's bullish. That's I mean we're seeing that in gold. Should have held on to those cells, Eddie.
Oh, tell me about it. I did think that we're gonna flush London 50 in that 30-minute wick there.
Yeah.
That was
it did indeed.
It hit it to the T, yeah. I thought you were gonna hunt me liquidity, mate. So I thought I'd better get out.
Yeah. Two consecutive liquidity candles is a HCS. Yep, Ivan. At but at a zone of interest as well on the left hand side. Okay, 4-hour candles come to a close for FX feed, not Forex com feed. Wasn't a huge amount of volume. In comparison, this was yesterday's one for the same time. We do have bearish structure forming. 4 hours still bullish, but on the 1 hour this is definitely bearish. Now we've got a bearish candle. So 1 hour, are we just going to now, if this wasn't the partial retest, this is definitely the most bearish candle in this little run up. Now that we're breaking the low, it makes sense for us to keep on going downtown, retest these areas. I'm not seeing anything I want to put any more risk on yet. If you're in sales, you'd be holding them for sure. Oh, thanks for that, actually. Yeah, in the chat. Check that, Ivan. Let it take the London low now. Here we go. London low coming up. Need to see something for buys. I need to see something closing above these liquidity candles. Lately, New York hasn't been giving a crap about the London 50%. It's more, I think, for an internal London type level. I think NY has been caring more about their own levels, like their own sessions. Have you noticed that? Like more times than not, they will react off previous New York session levels. As in like this one here, when it dropped yesterday, it really just kept on going to the previous New York session. And like this New York session pushed up, came back down to like more or less 50% of the previous New York session. Finding that just the volume has been so big in the New York sessions that they've just been wiping out the previous sessions quite a lot. Something that I'm trying to get used to now, given the new, it wasn't the case in March. Or maybe it flipped over in March when I was away. So that means, is this going to push up? If that's the case, what I should put in here still is the New York 50%, because maybe that's where it's going to push down to. Oops. I don't know what happened there. Just gonna see what it does these at these levels, but it's actually unless we're in sells, it's not very exciting. It's exciting for incels. In terms of, I don't want to pick a bottom here. This is, I don't feel comfortable selling this low. I'd rather just look for bullish moves from here. But I feel like this is just catching a falling knife. Another. Every time it seems to break a high, it gets rejected pretty quickly. Oh, you got to sell. Nice one. Just waiting for NYSE now. That I think, if anything, if we do have a chance of pushing back up, then it's going to be NYSE, and this was setting price up so that we can get a good price. So the rationale behind the movement: Asian session bullish, NY session bullish. I was hoping that New York session could push up before going down. They broke the high, did a liquidity grab, then pushed down. So they're correcting basically what Asian session and London session did. Now, I still think 2013 can be hit, but we're going to need to see that NYSE volume do the job. And this was just to basically correct the move up, deep pullback. They don't want to get a bad price, and then they can do this as part of the bigger picture. If I had to look and say, well, what has it done the last previous days, then New York session was very bearish. So, you know, maybe my bias is wrong today. So I don't want to get married to my bias, but I don't feel comfortable selling. Maybe it's wrong, but I don't want to be. I don't feel comfortable selling. It's come back to 62% of the whole day. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're going to see if this is the golden zone. 62% to 78%. Minute liquidity wick. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's what this purple and green box. Good one, Ronnie. I'm gonna hunt buys from around here.
I think we have to wait for the NYSE open now.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes away. But I think that's what it can do. Same thing up here for NYSE. What it could do is manipulate the current low. Maybe it'll do something like that. So But it's been nearly 100 pip move. Missed out on. Maybe it's gonna hit the hanging flower. Yeah, I know. It's annoying missing out on that, having the wrong bias. Jimmy 40's pulled back a little bit as well. Looking for something in this zone. Eight minutes to NYSE. This is the 50% of that 30-minute wick. Another one. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
We have a double bottom at 1995.85.
Yeah, that's the NY 50% from Monday as well. Gosh.
Double bottom taken.
A lot of volume in that last few minutes. Oh, Bullard was talking. Well, that didn't show up. He's a Fed. He's one of the Fed members. So there was news. It was news, but it wasn't announced. Yeah, Sarah, far out, man. So apparently there's been news. There's been one of the Fed members has been speaking, talking about holding interest rates higher for longer. So we're definitely seeing that's positive for US dollar, which means negative for gold. There's no way for us to have known though, but maybe it does explain why we're seeing quite bearishness in gold. Oh, you closed your long. Yeah, selling would have been the play. I don't miss the sells, and I don't see any reason to be jumping into buys. Oh, the trading stop got triggered. That makes sense. If there's news pumping gold, pumping US dollar, then yeah, my ideas just didn't play out today. It's just been bear. Even this candle, the two blue ones weren't really bullish at all. So basically, as soon as Comex Open came in, we've just had a heavy sell-off. So I wonder where this is going to go down to.
I think we can go to the previous daily low also.
Yeah, all the way down to 1980.
This low. Because on 4 hour, that's a wick, liquidity wick.
Let me just get rid of all these things. Yeah.
It's a different one. Okay. On forex.com, this is the doji candle here.
I'll go to it for you.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, sorry. I'll move your arrow to it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. This is a liquidity candle now.
Yeah.
And now we are creating this candle is closing like a few candles. So probably we will start moving to all the way to the downside.
This this makes those buys look very sketchy.
Yeah. Here, this was a doji candle, previous 4 hour candle. So price just taken out the liquidity and just moving to the downside. Even yesterday when this candle was formed here, this is attempted FA candle. When price broke this thing, we definitely going to taken out this liquidity. This was again liquidity at. Recently, I'm looking at liquidity, doji liquidity at the swings, like swings only. So and it's working quite nicely. I mean, let's say, obviously this liquidity was left to hunt down in the future, because in 1 hour we created HCS just above that liquidity. So that's why price immediately start moving to the upside. But when we are selling from upside, this was a target for that liquidity for the sells. Like here, let's say now anyone got the sells here, they can hold their position all the way to the downside till this liquidity now. For example, this is a liquidity. Previously, this closed like a doji one. Maybe here somewhere we created HCS. That's why price did not came back to taken out that liquidity first. And immediately start moving to the downside. But when we form like a higher time frame HCS, then this become our target. Even here, this was a liquidity. These two are liquidity here. When we push to the downside, we grab enough liquidity in this area and then it become our target. Because
Yeah.
a retail trader consider that as a that that as uh, a reversal pattern. This is a reversal pattern for retail trader, like here also reversal. But for liquidity people, they can look for the entry like targeting those things.
Hmm. Yeah. Up in staircases, down like an elevator.
Yeah. Now here also we can consider this is a liquidity candle. I mean liquidity mean for the
Mm-hmm.
liquidity at upside area, this area,
Mm-hmm.
because that was a doji candle here. But here we created 1 hour HCS. That's why they are not interested to take that high here, this high, because on lower time frame we created HCS here on hourly, and 4 hour also going to closing like a FU candle.
Mm.
So now it makes sense to price to push to the downside now.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I had a completely different view of this based on looking at this 4-hour candles.
Mm-hmm.
These ones compared to this. This tier doesn't really concern me too much. This one here, this looks like it's very risky buying above that doji.
Yeah. Because we enter as a retail trader there if we are taking entry at the top here.
Yeah. But like, even just not. I wonder if I need to pay more attention to these two feeds for the 4-hour candles.
Because it's completely different on the forex.com.
Yeah. No. What's happening to US30? That crashing as well. Yeah, these. I'm surprised an interview with Bullard is not on here. I'm really surprised that it's not on here. Fed Bullard. Like, look at all these comments. He's one of the voting members as well. That's something that I think we should know about. Anyway. I'm still interested to see what happens. Taking out Asian low. But are we just going to keep on dropping all the way to 1980? This is NYSE.
We are like reversing from the Asian low.
Yeah. I wonder what NYSE's, what their view is. Because this was, when it starts to accelerate, I get suspicious. So just before NYSE, you can see where there's a clear acceleration. So is this manipulation? 70 pip sell to buy. Are we going to see 98 revisited before then selling off again? Or is this just going to be steady pushes? If this is closing back above 98 and then pushing up again, then this could be a liquidity grab, hey? But we'd want to see something closing back above London low. little structure, push, structure, push. Not an easy day. It's not an easy day when it's like a straight line. Yeah. So push down, little partial retest, little resistance, and we're just doing this for a little bit and then down. See partial part of this. I reckon we probably come back up to here and then maybe down again.
If I too big stop.
Sorry, was that you're muffled?
Hey, stop going even here right now.
You sound like you're underwater actually. I can't quite hear you.
Let me check that setting. Is it clear now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I'm saying even if I want to take a buy here, stop loss is too big to consider any kind of buy right now. And
Yeah.
I don't want to take a buy against that previous push to the downside.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like what it's given us. Kind of looks like what it did at the lows over to the left yesterday. Where are the lows? Kind of looks like this. Like this. What it did late. maybe even like this. This is around the exact same time yesterday, where it did that acceleration down 70, 80 pips, pulled back halfway. So I do wonder if it's going to be what happened at 3:40 p.m. UK time, or if it's going to do what happened at 2:40 p.m. UK time. So that means that this is not the last leg down, and we're going to come back halfway from this leg, from up here to here, and then start to push down again, make a much deeper push. Makes sense in the higher time frame. And then maybe we stage that recovery. Still got 15-minute wick to fill, yeah. Oh, 15-minute, you mean? Which one do you mean? Yeah, to me it's not clear which way to go. Makes sense for sells. I'm a little bit cautious of selling still. So I'd rather just observe. $15 minutes to the downside. Yeah, okay. Is anyone in anything right now? No? Yeah, gosh, look at it. I mean, there's one thing here, like, there's one thing that this guy's saying. Not much progress on inflation. Rates need to continue to rise. Whatever he said in the full interview about he's a hawk, so he always likes putting the rates higher, saying there's no recession, although recession is only going to be short and shallow. He's always sort of on that hawkish side of things. Then you've got the numbers, what the numbers are telling you. Numbers are showing that inflation's cooling. Not the core inflation. Some of that's still going up. But in terms of like the retail sales, all of that is showing that there is an effect. So there's a big argument that we're in restrictive territory now already. So that if they do continue to rise, then what that's going to do is lead to a crash. Basically, they're going to over tighten, and the Fed does have a habit of doing that. History shows. So if they are going to over tighten, then there's one thing for him to say that this is what's going to happen, and we can have this reaction for gold to the downside, and then it comes to, they're likely going to break something, and that's actually bullish for gold. So some of these comments, it's just a matter of where do we think longer term is going to go, and all these little comments that they come out and say things is like, say for example, CPI numbers came down faster than expected. Retail sales show declining demand. So everyone's thinking Fed pivot is coming. So what's the Fed going to do? They're going to send out their hawk. They're going to send him out to talk and then just say all these comments. And that's going to try bring back gold, not gold, but bring back Fed doves, basically. So if that's the case, then all this was just like a fake play. They're just going to say, everyone's talking about the Fed pivot too much. Let's send out someone to say, we're not going to slow down. We need to go even higher. And then that's what's going to then lead to US dollar pulling back or gain a little bit of strength. But then the market can look through that, and then once the news has been digested, where does that leave them? And then you'll see some of this moves come out, and it's really dodgy. What's really dodgy is that this guy came out and spoke, and nowhere was it like, if a Fed guy has come out to give an interview and it's not forecast, why is he doing it? It's not like he's just decided to work today. He just decided, oh, you know, I'm just gonna free will just go into work and give a few hours here and there. You know, it's planned. It's planned for sure. Took a small 0.1 on double bottom on 1 minute gold. I'm thinking that was a very good move. I think that was a very good move. I think we're going to see full correction here. There you go. Here's 98. I think we're seeing sell to buy. Now, the more I talk through it and talk to myself, why is this guy speaking? It didn't make sense apart from to add some strength to the US dollar. Now that now that it's settled and he's made his comments, now people are thinking they're going to over tighten for sure. Like if you're at work, if you had your job and the boss for no reason just came to here and started saying, guys, you're not going to lose your jobs. Everything's fine. You're not going to lose your jobs. You're thinking, why are you saying this to us? Something must have been up. I'll catch you, Ivan. Sorry, I just saw your message. Alright, I'm running out of time here as well. I'm going to have to get going in 10 minutes. Just want to see a break above this high. Break above this high, and then we can start pushing up again. Actually, did you notice that? Did you spot this?
On 5 minute, it's just look at the 5 minute.
Oh, there we are. Doji.
Taken, yeah. And that become HCS there.
Yeah. Yeah, HCS, yeah. New 5 minute candle. If there's momentum, this should be a wick fill. What's 1 hour looking like? It's conflicting because it can still, higher time frames still down, but it's showing like pretty strong reactions here. But let's see momentum. If this really is a sell to buy, this wick has to fill. Has to fill. We have to break into this area. This is like a breaker block. Okay, wick fill. Break into that block. Very good. Come on. Keep pushing. Break 2000. Struggling at this area. That 2000, man, it's a pain in the bum. Price either wants to be above it or below it. But going through it's annoying, man. Very annoying. This is it here. This is it. That 2000 mark. So price has just been a pain. Alrighty. Well, there's a. To be honest, I'm going to say I found this a bit of a tough session. Tough session because my bias was long, and I sat through all these basically bearish candles. Apart from this one, on the 5-minute time frame, as soon as we had basically COMEX, we just made lower highs. And that's for me, that's really tough to watch for basically 2 hours. 2 hours that I was here waiting for NY to start, and then just having the wrong bias and just see it candle after candle after candle making these lower highs. I find that it was a tough watch for me. I'm gonna have to scoot though. I've got a few things I need to do now for this afternoon. So, welcome to the first NY session. It was shit. It was a shitty session. For me, anyway. Small little win from here. Then gave it back. And then basically didn't take another one again. So, more or less a break-even session for me. Yeah, and we'll see what happens next. So, we'll see. I think this next 1 hour candle, I'm gonna call it the 10 a.m. candle, but really it's the 3 p.m. candle for me. Being the Harley Quinn candle is the candle that is, she's a psycho for gold generally. So we'll see where she decides to go. This could just be a full rejection. If I, by any chance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting alerts above 2005. That if my alert goes off and we're above 2005, I'm going to be buying until 2010, 2013. Yeah, this guy kind of. I'm not going to blame him, but I am going to blame him. He. A little bit disappointed these comments came out It was all planned, of course. It was definitely all planned. But it made things a little bit difficult. So above 2005, I'm going to look for longs. I just can't get around sells. I can't. Yeah. Sometimes the bias is wrong. Alrighty. Cool. Take care, guys. Maybe we'll do more of these New York's ones if I can't do London. I'm definitely not doing London tomorrow. Just because I got something on all morning. So potentially, yeah, we'll see where we go. He's probably buying USD. I know, man. These guys, like Powell, Jerome Powell, the head, he's got a a fund. It's called. No, that's not his. He's got his own private one. He's got his own fund. Carlyle Group. Yeah, the Carlyle Group. So he knows exactly what happens. He's very, very educated in how financial markets move. So these guys, if they got their own funds and things like that, tell me that they don't do inside trading. The mug. Yeah. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to buying above 2005. I know, it's so bad that they can. Yeah. And it's all just like even the language, everything's planned. It's so planned. It's like we need to understand the language and how the game works. And then it's not really trading on the higher time frames, like 4-hour time frames and stuff. Actually, it's much easier. And as soon as we go to lower time frames, it's price action, but it's also about knowing the psychology behind the market and being able to sort of anticipate these swings and what moves are going to happen. And that's where I think you can have a sound economic background, but it still doesn't really help you in terms of like trading on the daily on the lower time frames, because what you think should happen from an economic logical perspective does not happen in trading. It's a game. So we need to know that we're going to get false breaks. Whatever the general masses believe, you kind of want to be on the opposite, because that's where the smart money is. They want the general masses to be buying or selling a market so that they can actually buy or sell too. So that's where like just doing more streams and talking about things and like just giving my commentary is beneficial, because I'm not an economist, but as a trader, it's got enough experience to sort of anticipate when bullshit happens. I don't see obviously every move. Like today, I didn't see the sell-off. Had a bias I wanted to wait for, and then it's about having your discipline to stick with your game plan, not overtrade. Just a couple trades, a day. If you get them wrong, that's it. Just know that when you do have them right, they should cover your days that you're wrong. So that said, I'm going to bounce. So take care, everyone. Have a better night than our day was, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, catch ya. Bye bye.